Alright, so if you've been following this channel for a while, you'll know that Saints Row 2 is my favorite video game of all time, bar none, dead stop, period. But what is my favorite thing about Saints Row 2? It's the fact that the world feels so alive. It feels so lived in. Like, if you look at these clips, there's always crazy stuff going around and going on. It's so unpredictable. Like, you never know when a random fight's gonna break out. You never know when somebody's gonna jump off the top of the court building, or somebody's gonna ride past you on a skateboard, or like, it's not predictable, and it feels like it's a real living, breathing world. That's by far my favorite part of Saints Row 2, and I'm sad to say that unfortunately it wasn't like that in Saints Row the Third, and definitely not like that in Saints Row 4, which disappointed me. Like, in Saints Row the Third, everybody just kind of feels like a cardboard cutout, okay? Nobody really feels real. It feels like they're just taking up space. A lot of the NPC reactions, they don't feel authentic. They feel almost pre-planned. They feel lazy, which I don't like to say, but it's the truth. And honestly, at times, it took me out of the experience, and it discouraged me from wanting to go visit and explore Steelport, which is so sad, because to me, that's the best thing to do in Saints Row 2 is just going for a drive, going for a walk, and exploring Stillwater and all the different types of people. Like, you can find cheerleaders, guitar players, you can find kids who are late for school, you can find literally everything in this game, and I don't know, just these little details around the world. That's my favorite thing about it. And look, don't get me wrong, like I said in previous videos, this Saints Row reboot, it looks fun. It looks like it's going to be a good time. The character creator, the customization, the map, it looks fun, okay? But the clips I've seen of the outside, okay, when the boss is walking down the street and the NPCs, it looks very, very, very dead and very Saints Row the Third-like, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of, and I'm so worried about it. The good news is we haven't really seen too much. Like, of course, they've shown some pretty comprehensive and expansive gameplay, but we don't really know what the world is actually going to be like until we play it. So, I mean, I'm hoping it's not like this, because if it's like this, then that's a problem to me. And look, it's going to take me out of the experience. It's not going to be as fun as the other games. And it's going to make me not want to explore Santo Ileso, which is a shame because this map looks really cool. But to me, if you're Volition, you have to put the effort into making the world feel alive. And that doesn't just mean populating it with random people. It means trying to make things feel authentic. And if a game from 2008 can do it, maybe one of the best I've ever seen, I would say the two best I've ever seen would be Saints Row 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2, 10 years apart from each other. Yes, GTA 4 and GTA 5 were great, but those are the two that really stood out to me. Like, wow, this NPCs and the world just feel so alive. And, I mean, again, if a game from 2008 can do it beautifully, then you can do it in 2022, the same company. But I've heard and seen videos about how hard it was to make these NPCs feel so lived in, how much effort and time it took to do this in Saints Row 2. But trust me, it's worth it. And man, does it make the difference for me. In a free roam open world game, it would make all the difference, especially since there's only 25 mainline missions. Okay, if you want people to stick around and play your game more, you need to have this as an aspect. You need to have people constantly discovering things, finding new funny moments and things that the NPCs do, new locations like the mall in Saints Row 2, for example. I love going to the mall and just seeing the different characters everywhere. It's just so cool and such a great experience that's so rare nowadays in gaming. Like, if you play an Assassin's Creed game like Valhalla and you look at the NPCs, it's disappointing. And that's what most NPCs in open worlds are like now. Even in Cyberpunk, they were so cookie cutter. It was just disappointing. And this is a bad sign from what I'm seeing in these clips from Saints Row Reboot. I hope it's not like this. I really, really hope that this is just kind of a flash in the pan, and this is not indicative of what the world is actually going to be like, because I love the story of well, not all the Saints Row games, but Saints Row 1 and 2. I love the story. I love the characters and the cutscenes and the missions, but to me, my favorite part is the world and the people that inhabited it. So to me, that's going to take away a lot of my enjoyment, a lot of my fun, and I'm going to stick around for a lot less long if this world doesn't feel lived in. And trust me, I realize that with just over 2 months before the game releases, it's too late, okay? If this world is going to feel dead as a doorknob and everybody's going to feel like a styrofoam cutout walking down the street, it's too late. They can't really do much to fix that. That's a key and foundational game mechanic. They can't really go in and change that, but that doesn't change the fact that it's my biggest worry, because to me this influences so much of the game. And you guys can tell me stories down below, I know you guys have them, of the different experiences, run-ins, and moments you've seen with NPCs in the earlier Saints Row games that were just like, wow, like, and I know a lot of you have felt this same way that I felt this, man, gaming doesn't really have these much anymore. It's so rare to find worlds like this, and man, do I really, really hope that that's not the case in this new reboot, and it's by far my biggest worry. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Tell me some stories, stuff that's happened to you. Share with me on Twitter, JB11Games, if you have clips of stuff that you've seen that's been funny. This is what makes Saints Row special to me, and I really, really hope it's that. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and like, subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.